number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of the... Sir.
This bout is scheduled for 12.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now.
And there's the bell to start the round. Misses with the straight left. They both want a highlight reel knockout. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noises, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting on, you're on the wrong side of a beating, this can be hellfire.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Look how that straight's affecting them. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then we'll strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Catch and shoot. Misses with the straight left. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Very close match. It shows the skill.
Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. Maravilla is flat on his back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. He's willing to go where the other fighter works. Both men knocked down in that round. Incredible stuff.
Sometimes you talk about drawing first blood. What does that tell you?
They ring the bell, and here we go. We had not one, but 2 knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
I've seen that twice before, both fighters knocked down in the same round, and you think, who's going to go back as confident, who's going to come out as confident? Both fighters went back on unsteady legs. How is this going to unfold?
you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a match.
Counter punches have to hurt. Throwing the jab, but it doesn't score. So much firepower here. This is a high-octane battle. Both of these fighters have had their moments. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Catch and shoot. Hooks, misses. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Good counter punching. The right hook just missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That counter punch caught him clean. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Hook just can't find the target. They exchange punches. Beautiful counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
He threw a punch and just got countered. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? We hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, you are ahead. This can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
The right hook just missed. Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. Thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Not a lot of punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. A perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they...
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
That uppercut doesn't land. That left hook missed. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of you. More than happy.
Just missed with that hook. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Defense is not an option for these two. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, it's no secret who... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
times when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
That hook won't score. Sergio Martinez is rocked. Sergio Martinez is dazed. Got to pick things up halfway through the round here. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot. He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to party. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
It's bombs away. That counter shot lands. Nobody home with that hook. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Back at final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. You've got... They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
About that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
As we enter the fight, Robinson got... Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety and future here, doesn't he, Johnny?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there. Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then he'll try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. These two fighters are made for one another. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? You'd like to see more jabs. Swing and a miss with the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Perfect counter lands. Both men promised to knock their opponent down, and we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. What is this round going to look like after all the drama of the previous round where both of these athletes went down?
That is showing the fitness, that is showing the stamina, that is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
What a gift. What a gift it is when you have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Sergio Martinez is dazed. Takes a deep breath, but right back in the line of fire he goes.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance?
Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout.
Fight, I'm by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight, I'm by the. Always tryna fight, I'm by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. I'm coming for that dough, soon as I walk, they making noise. I'm walking through my city, they like boom, by 3-0. Knock them out in 60 seconds, like I'm using cheat codes. I just want that money, like I'm money made. I might pop my jack, then uppercut, and he up on my way. With my way, discount double check, undisputed champ. I'ma walk inside your gym and take over. I'm new to camp. I'm new to camp. Sitting ringside with my dog on what coach flick. Underdogs coming out on top. Got us so sick. 1, 2, 3, I think it's over. 4, 5, 6, he leaning over. 7, 8, they bout to ring the bell. 9, 10, pack 'em up like mail. It's over. 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 UNDISPUTED. I'm undisputed. UNDISPUTED. I'm undisputed. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. I'm undisputed, baby.
I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside the Lighthouse Theater. And what? Natasha Jonas, Miss GB. She fights out of Liverpool, UK, and won the WBO junior middleweight title. The Cass Killer, Jessica McCaskill, one of the best fighters in the world today.
This bout is scheduled.
What a pleasure it is to be here. And there's the bell to start the round. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. They both want a highlight reel knockout. This is such an amazing theater. So many great concerts have been performed here, but nothing quite like what we're going to see here.
You've done everything tonight, and you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses, because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
Beautiful counter shot. Just missed with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice counter shot by her. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Well done with that counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Well, this fight is not going. They ring the bell, and here we go. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things right in here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Jab misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's a counter shot. That jab won't score. She wasn't ready for that counter. The right hook misses. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst. Boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Not a lot of defense here at all. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
She got out of the way of that right hook. Nice counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. Big whiff with the right hook. McCaskill might get knocked. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter. Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. That uppercut doesn't land. The straight right just misses. Tasha Jonas on wobbly legs. One round, 2 knockdowns each. And there's the bell to start the round. How do you score the last round, Johnny, as both of these fighters went to the canvas?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a gopher. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Looking to land the hook. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. A perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter shot. Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
If they want to win this round, they got to turn it around here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
This can be so frustrating when you remember such a fast fighter. A fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Clearly, her opponent was too much for her, and she's thrown in the towel. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up.
They don't like that. Listen to that. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.
Yeah, that hate the grind and sweat the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key in combination. Keep it goal and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band, no mind, keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They gon' love you when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, that time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it then believe. That time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reround. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation, all this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. The monster himself. All the talking has... And there's the bell to start the round. Swing and a miss with that jab. They exchange punches. Misses. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
Swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee, just pickpocketing and stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Nice counter. Misses. That jab doesn't score. And Arturo Gatti survived this storm. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round. Well, he's on his feet, but there's no way he's going to win this round now.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again. He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heel. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed.
Shu Khan, the monster, in trouble. Just one punch away from turning his fortunes around.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
How about that time counter shot? That hook was off target. Can't find a home with that jab. Through the hook, didn't land. Missing with the hook. As we enter the final. This is a very important. They ring the bell, and here we go. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that. Then react.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
What a build-up. What a journey to...
Yeah. Look at that. All the belts, mighty. We bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Portrait ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Portrait ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shots fling. Hook up, fling, right up, fling. Portrait ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the bell, but I punch you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand shot, joke of the show.
keep those hands up, swing for their fences. Oh, you're going on poorly for sure. How much do you wanna be the champ? How much do you wanna please the fans? How much do you wanna be the king? And how much do you wanna feed your camp? How much do you wanna see people chant? Swing like you ain't got a thing to lose. It's the ESPC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot fling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant mills. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles. Brother have a kid on his heels. In the ring it's gritty and real. Brave art man put a kid on his shield. Act daft man put a kid on his. Been back from when I was swinging on field. Left up, give a brother whiplash. Not gonna work, brother sit back. Man wanna show ball over the top, send him over the ropes like Prince now. Send a man through ropes like Hopkins. Go mad like Mike when he lost it. I'm trying to be the best at money. Most guys don't know about boxing. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot sling. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot sling.
As expected, fully packed here tonight. The Gypsy King himself. He is. We welcome you to this beautiful theater. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every trick.
And here comes the legend, Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And that hook misses. Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with it.
You got a swarmer on your case. You know you got to fight. You got to hold him. You got to tie him up. You got to lean on him when they come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have.
And down goes Fury. He's back on his feet, but his opponent is licking his chops right now.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Counter punching. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. He threw a punch and just got countered. Let's talk about fury in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure. With they ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The courage on display here is incredible. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in there. Can you imagine if he knocks out Joe Frazier? Catastrophe there.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That counter punch caught him clean. Missing with the hook. These two are the perfect dance partner. Swing and a miss with the hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. Good counter punching. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice counter. This fighter has been down. And there's the bell to start the round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Well done with that counter shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice counter. Tried to score with the uppercut. hook just can't find the target. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being... Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. And it appears Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this? Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
That hook won't score. Nice counter. Looking to land the hook. Do you believe what we're seeing? Beautiful counter shot. That big hook doesn't land. It's bombs away. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali. His fights against George Foreman. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the...
He's back. Are we about to see the end of an era? Are we about to see Joe Frazier get knocked out? How are they still standing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, pull the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it. Not caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
They hit like heavyweights, they move like middleweights. Truly elite level. Joe Frazier is in trouble. Frazier never won to back off or back down.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely done. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Every time they throw, their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? And the referee's going to allow them to fight. Smokin' Joe won that gold medal in the '64 Olympic Games. One of the all-time great legends. Can't score with that jab. Nice counter shot. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considered. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. He barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Just missed with that hook. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Straight right just misses. Frazier is in trouble again. The corner hasn't thrown. Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out.
He's back up, but the corner has to take some responsibility here and maybe stop this fight.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the ring.
Beautiful counter shot. Not many people in the heavyweight division hit like him. The first man to ever beat Muhammad Ali. We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see.
When you think heart and courage, I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. And the referee will stop it, and that's it. It's over. The fight is over, and we've got a winner.
I was getting a little anxious there. It's a career-ending fight.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
A TKO. The argument's going to rumble on. The crowd aren't happy. The fighters aren't happy. They wanted to see a definitive end to this fight.